Hello, Kush family. This is Molly the Kush RN, your cannabis community correspondent and host of Conversations with Kush podcast. As promised, I am standing at Earl Giles with Mike Lamuto. He's going to tell us about an incredibly important event coming up called the Green Equity Summit 2025. Mike, welcome. Tell us what it's all about and why is this upcoming summit so important?
Yeah, absolutely. So, the Minority Cannabis Business Association, for which I have the privilege of serving as the board chairman, is an association of minority businesses. We have a lot of partners also all around the country, and those that also support the success and sustainability and access to this industry of minorities all across the country. So that's us as an association. We do a lot of work when it comes to networking, when it comes to education, and also on the advocacy and policy side as well.
So, speaking directly to the Green Equity event that we have coming up, what kind of people should absolutely attend the summit and what can they expect to walk away with?
So definitely, if you're a minority in the state of Minnesota looking to be in this industry or get further in this industry, if you already are in this industry, then definitely come on down. We have a great program lined up. As the MCBA, we are an organization and association made up of minorities, and we create our content with that in mind. This is basically the event that we created where if legalization happened 10 years ago, or it did happen 10 years ago in my state, how would we want it to stand up? What kind of event would we want to have? We've created that basically at this point in time. And so what that means is we brought a lot of folks together from around the country that have experience standing up businesses and helping others stand up businesses and also helping advocate in their states. And we brought them we're bringing them in Minnesota to connect with the local folks here too. We work a lot with the local folks here to make sure that we're connecting the dots so that Dr. Milo Marshall said something that has stuck with me for years. She said, people of color need to understand that our network is national. And so what we've been doing for the last several years now is going on a tour across the country to make sure that we connect that network so that folks really can tap into that national network.
It's really important work to draw on those resources too. Mike, tell me how the summit is different from other cannabis industry events.
I think there's a lot of differences. The main thing I would say is that we really focus on conversation. We don't do as much panels. We don't have expo floors, things of all that nature. What we really focus on is making sure there's a lot of dialogue. It's structured dialogue. It's intentional dialogue. But it's conversation that needs to happen so that we can really further our education, our knowledge, and our mentorship with each other. The other thing I would say that is different is that we really understand how policy and advocacy and business development and personal development and the culture all plug into each other. I think is a unique thing that we have here within not just MCBA, of course, but all of our partners. And we bring that into the event directly.
Awesome. I had said earlier, for me, it felt like when I attended last year where equity met action. So thank you for that very intentional work. Why is representation and equity such a critical conversation in this space right now?
What I'll say is that the regulated industry has a diversity problem at the end of the day. The unregulated industry does not have that same problem. When we look at also the culture of cannabis and people that consume cannabis, it's extremely diverse. So we need to make sure that the industry also represents that and that people have access to that industry.
Right. I always like to view it as there's many, many people that came before me that paved the way so that a person like me, a cannabis nurse and a podcaster, could come forward. So I think it is absolutely important. Lastly, what role does media and storytelling play in helping move this mission forward?
It's vital. One of the things that I think about, V Castillo, shout out to V, a traveling cannabis writer who's now one of our board members, talks about the fact that we need to tell our own stories, right? And put the we on whoever that is, right? We talk all the time about the victors of wars being able to tell the history of what happens. Well, in today's world, we have the ability to tell those stories while the war is even going on and to do it in a way where it reaches lots of people. So it's important that we get these stories out to people so people understand what's happening and also so we can find each other and be able to build together. Anybody that knows me knows that that's all what I'm all about. It's all about collaboration, coming together, and media is a big piece of making sure people can find one another.
100%. Also, I just want to say that is definitely one of the missions of the podcast, to really destigmatize cannabis use, and cannabis as medicine through the use of people's personal stories. So thank you for aligning with me in that mission. Lastly, we will pop up a link here, but where can people find tickets and find out more about your organization?
So our organization is minoritycannabis.org. Just like it sounds. As far as the event, all of our events are on eventhigh.io. Shout out to Event High. They're doing amazing work. So you can find us there. Just search for MCBA or search for Green Equity and you'll find us.
So lastly, I just want to recap for everyone. This is the Green Equity Summit 2025 taking place in Minnesota, August 18th, 19th, and 20th. It will be at various locations. Please click the link and that will get you to tickets, and make sure that you're using the ticket link to get a discount. There is some discount codes available to you and you need to act on those by Friday, August 8th. Thank you again, Mike. Look forward to the summit and have a great day, everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you.